Hello there guys, and welcome to the third round of Champions Cup Interleague. We are in Austria for the third round of group stages, and the team that I am, which is Elite Racing League, is competing on the Group B, and for now we are leading the group with 72 points, 6 points more than the second placed First Order League, and then Phoenix League with 26 points less than us, and the fourth team and the final one, the Rebels League, with only 44 points. And meanwhile, in the Drivers' Championship, the Real GT is leading it with 32 points, 3 points ahead of Rappi, and the next Elite Racing League driver who is in the championship is Adilfo. So yeah, looks like the Real GT is kinda carrying the team, and maybe I can give him a little bit of help. And meanwhile, with Adilfo, he is in 8th place with 23 points. The last driver to complete the top 3 is Milton with 28 points. And now we begin our final flying lap of our first qualifying session of the league, because the other 2 rounds I have participated because I'm a reserve driver for the team, and lots of drivers couldn't participate, so many of the reserve drivers, including myself, went to participate in this race. And exiting turn 1, we have already lost a tenth of a second, so it's not going pretty well. Our first flying lap that we have set, which is for now the fastest, was in like 104.2, I think so, yeah. And I attempted to do another one, but it was so bad that I did not finish it, and there was a loose tire in the track. Fortunately, it wasn't collidable. We set the fastest sector 2, but still it is not enough, and we are losing time, and we exit turn 8 and we are entering turn 9, and looks like we are barely gaining, but unfortunately into turn 10 looks like no, we are gaining, and we set a lap time of 104.109, almost a tenth faster than the first flying lap that I have set in this session, but still it wasn't enough to get pole position. Well, pole position was like impossible because Pink set the pole time of 103.7. So it was almost like impossible unless I was driving out of my mind. The Real GT qualified second, and because it was my teammate, I wasn't that concerned about it. Verstappen qualified 4th and Nevado qualified 5th. Pink is the only driver who set a lap time faster than a 104. So with that, hope we get a good start of the race, and then after that a good rest of the race. Fortunately, I have fixed the internet issue, so now I can have the race smoothly. The 5 red lights have turned on, and we're on the way for my race debut at this Interleague. And because already squished the Real GT, and we headed to turn 1. Verstappen goes, oh no, oh man, that is a terrible start. Now we headed to turn 1 and disaster struck. The Real GT spun, I think because he made contact with Pink, and Verstappen and I have made contact with him, and I got the worst consequence. I got front wing damage, and now we are in dead last. Real GT is like in the bottom 6, I think so, and that means that we're gonna box for hearts. Although the engineer is telling me to box for soft tires, and then for hards, I'm gonna box for hards and see what's gonna happen after that. And meanwhile, I run a little bit wide into turn 6, and we're fighting about an I4P19. Ah man, that is a little bit hilarious, but well, there is a race to go, so we're gonna box. Pink set the fastest lap, and two driver has problem. Oh my goodness me! Oh man, that is just a big shot. Ah, what? What? Disqualified from the race? That is ridiculous, man. That is ridiculous. Oh man, I was surprised that I got that disqualification, but oh man, it was because I blocked the pit lane. But man, they didn't let me accelerate. Man, that driver who made me stop because I crashed with him, and that was hilarious. But yeah, so hilarious that I laughed at it. Although yeah, I did not want to laugh that much because it was just so terrible that I wasn't feeling that good. That I was laughing at it. I should feel extremely bad, but well, at least it wasn't the internet who was ruining the race. But let's take a replay of my disqualification. I entered the pit lane, I see a driver spin, and then I see another spin, but I couldn't avoid it. It was Maximus, the one who made me crash, and it was a big shunt. That at least damaged my front wing, not the suspension, but unfortunately I couldn't accelerate back on time, and the game disqualified me because I was blocking the pit lane. But I wasn't blocking the pit lane. That man crashed into me and made me stop. Man, that is unfair. And honestly, I wasn't that much interested to watch the rest of the race. I was leaving the TV on and the game on because I was waiting for it to be over so I can screenshot the race results. And while I was leaving the game on, the Twitch viewers were seeing Pink's POV for the majority of the race. At the end of lap 5, the safety car ended, and all I can say is that the race was a little bit stable, not that much of the position changes, and there weren't a lot of fights. And it wasn't that much of an interesting race, I must say. And there were two more safety cars, one which was on lap 7 and the other being like lap 15. And speaking about lap 15, on that same lap the safety car ended, and we see that Pink is leading the race and does a great relaunch. So well, that means that Pink will maintain his race lead for maybe the rest of the race. If there's no safety car after it, yeah, I'm sure that he'll win the race. Meanwhile, Honor is in second place, and he has, well, he's now down to P3, but he has gotten 13 places up because he started in P16. So he's doing a great comeback, but it could have been better if he didn't have a penalty. Unfortunately for you, the penalty that he has gotten is unknown. We don't know if he's gotten a 3-second time penalty or multiple penalties like that. And to make things worse, he's dropping way more places. So maybe he hasn't boxed when this safety car happened. Pink sets the fastest lap at the end of lap 16 and looks like he's gonna dominate the race. Adifo is up into second place. Laps passed and there weren't a lot of fights until beginning lap 35, which looks like it is gonna begin a pretty great fight for P6, I think so. Meanwhile, at the top, it's a 1-2 for the first order. Pink is leading the race as usual, and Novel Zombie is the other first order driver who is in second place, and looks like Gosa is trying to fight for P6, but meanwhile he's only seeing Silent and Chris fighting for that position, and meanwhile we and Sector 2, and Gosa gets pretty close, and looks like it's gonna be a three-way fight for P6. This is gonna be pretty crucial because they need to get points or else they might be knocked out. Remember that we are on the group stages and they are fighting to get all the way up into the round of 16 or the next stage. We begin the final lap of the race. We headed to turn 1. The Silent is down the inside and maintains P6. Silent has a 3-second time penalty. Oh, that is a terrible thing for him. And Gosa tries to overtake and get up into P6 and goes around. Oh, no, he was... Oh! Chris has gotten wide and looks like Gosa is up into P6. That is pretty good. But yeah, poor Silent. He could have been doing a pretty great fight, but unfortunately that penalty ruined his race. The Real GT gets the fastest lap of the race. Onel and Nobel Zombie both get 3-second time penalties, and Gosa has won the fight for P6. Good job on him. And meanwhile Chris is gonna finish 7th. Pink wins the Austrian race, and Nobel Zombie finishes 2nd place, I think so, but for now he crosses the line in 2nd place. Gosa, as I said earlier, finishes 6th position. Adilfo and Nevado made a 3-4 for our team, but it could have been better. In total, 3 more drivers were on the list of the DNFers, alongside myself. The Real GT, despite finishing P10, sets the fastest lap with a lap time of 1 minute 5:9:07. It was not a good race for us, but still not a disastrous race, but it was for me. Still, we are in 2nd place in the Constructors Championship. Something a little bit bad because we were leading, but now we're down a place. But well, at least Real GT got the driver of the day, so well, there's something to celebrate about it. Well, I wish you would enjoy this video, but because I got disqualified from this race and I want to make a video about it, unfortunately I don't think you have enjoyed it, but still hope you have, although maybe it will be impossible, but well, at least I can see you in the next video. So goodbye.